What's going on, people? Welcome back to the United Quad episode 4. We're here, man. It's been 4 episodes. You don't thought we were going away. You don't thought we were going to flop after week 1. No, we don't do that, man. You know what I mean? You got to ride the storm. You got to ride the storm. Word to my guy, Lee Ben. But man, we're here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're in the building. Man like Lee Ben is at Ineos HQ right now. Ineos have got him. They've bought him out. He's been compromised, guys, and it's a mad one. But now you
brown envelope. He opened the brown envelope. Yeah,
man.
Well, you know all I'm saying is trust the process. Right? We're back in business.
The HQ's in Australia, Liban, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know right now, for the context of the viewers, right now it's almost midnight. Why is the sun shining in Liban's back?
Yeah. Liban, put the blinds down for me quickly.
No, I'm in Melbourne right now.
Yeah. You took Old Trafford with you.
Yeah. I'm in the headquarters in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's good.
That's why it's daytime. You didn't need to tell them it's nighttime though. You didn't need to tell them it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's the context. It's just context. You need to understand, man. Sorry, man.
Yeah. But now listen, big up to you, man. You get me, man knows, man. You get me. He's got a channel now, 10K, man. Man got upgrade, innit? You know what I'm saying to yourself?
I had to. The upgrade was needed. The upgrade was needed, wallah.
Come on, man. No, mashallah, man. Mabruk.
Wallah, like Hussein said, that's enough of using the SDS studios. He said, come out of here.
What are we doing here, man? Asking me if I'm available at 11 p.m. I said, bro, go yard.
Go yard.
Hey, now big up, man. Abs is on to us today. He's like, yo, man, we got DBE later on, man. You get me? So we need to listen to the watch party. We got a watch party later on. We got a watch party.
That's crazy, man.
Abs is on a watch party thing.
Hey,
Abs, man. It's so good, man. I'm a DBE fan as well.
No. Abs told his audience he stopped listening to music.
Oh, did he?
Oh, that's why.
Bryce, calm, man. It's all blessed, man.
What did you say? What did Hussein say?
You told your audience that you stopped listening to music, innit? Why you getting angry, bro?
Hey, man, big up Hussein. Hussein's got a tape dropping at midnight as well, man. Big up, bro.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah, I can't lie though. DB in 2025 is crazy though. But anyway, we move on.
Okay, so people are coming on to United. They're hearing about DB. Let's calm.
Yeah. It's mad. But what are you saying though, Abs, man? How's your week been, man?
Yeah, it's been. I got some people to talk to today.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Meet me in the car park.
Some people might have to meet me in the car park because there's some people who obviously have to say some things on their channel that obviously needs to be addressed in it.
Gonna have to wait a long time though. He has to travel from Australia.
Yeah. I'm in Melbourne right now, man.
Wait in the car park.
That's a long journey. That's a long journey.
That's why we love the United Quad, man. It's international United Quad.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So saying, man, how long have we got you today, man? Is it 10 minutes? 15 minutes? How long have we got you now? Real talk, man. Because
all right, now, boys, I can't lie. No. Wallahi, thank you so much for holding it down last week. It was an absolute disgrace what happened. 4 years I've lived in this yard. Nothing has ever happened. But the time that I wanted to speak most about Man United.
Don't freeze again.
Allah!
I dare you to freeze again. I dare you.
Allah. All right, sure.
Okay, so now my man actually might be in Australia because I was delayed. Man actually might be in Australia. You got delayed there, brother. You're good.
Great.
I thought Hussein delayed. It looked like Hussein delayed to me.
No.
I don't know.
The game's gone.
But yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good, Saeed. I'm looking forward to it. Inshallah, today you have me for the full app, man. Let's see.
Come on. That's it.
Hey,
that's what we love to see.
Let me know if I need to make the call. Let me know if I need to make the call.
Say inshallah. Say inshallah though. Say inshallah though.
Yeah,
Say inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
If I have to make the call, man, we'll make the call. No problem.
Yeah.
No, but you said that joke 3 times. You said the joke 3 times. We heard you the first time. Can't lie. Yeah. But carry on anyway.
So wallahi, daytime you chat like this. Wallahi, close the windows. Close the windows. The wildlife in Australia is crazy. Wallahi, close the windows.
But man, them, good to see you. Good to see everyone. Good to see you. Big up the chat as well. Big up everyone listening on Spotify, Amazon Music as well. Make sure you give us a little review as well. Make sure you follow everyone's channels as well. Links are in the title, description, everywhere, man. You should know them by now. Yeah, man, 11 games in, man. International break. How are y'all feeling, man? Obviously, I think, is it what? 5 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, is it?
Something like that.
Three draws. 5 wins, 3 wins. 5 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws.
Yeah, 5 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws. Would we have taken that, man? Let's be honest. Like, if you didn't start the season,
100%.
Yeah, let's be honest. I know it sounds mad. I know we'll talk about the context of the draws and that, but Liebert, you saying there you would have taken that ASAP. Is that based on last season, or would you have taken that anyway this season?
The thing is, I would have, if you told me we would be in this position this time of the season, I would have taken it for sure. Just given how we performed last season and where we finished in the table last season, for sure I would have taken it. Obviously, some people would say our standards have dropped and blah, 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 blah. But the reality is, bro, this team has not been good for quite some time now, bro. That is where that team was at last season. This is where we are this season. Has there been improvement? 100%. Is there a trajectory now? There is, 100%. Can improvements be made? Absolutely. Are there areas we need to work on? Absolutely. I think all these things can be true. It is a work in progress. I think Amorim clutched it. I can't lie. See these 5 games? He clutched it for himself in a way that to buy himself some more time, because before I felt it was a lot of blind faith. I felt like a lot of people had blind faith in terms of, with Amorim. I think now he's given something. He's given something for people to say, okay, we can work with this. Let's maybe give him a little bit more time, see where things are. Hopefully, maybe by the end, I don't know, by the end of the year, December, wherever it is. But I think we just got to take it in blocks. I think we just got to keep assessing him in blocks. But that's where I'm at right now, man. If you told me, after Brentford, 3 wins and 2 draws, of course, there's some performances that were questionable. I would have still taken it still.
The way Abs is watching every single...
He can watch all he wants. He can watch me right now, all he wants. He can watch me
staring at you, bro.
He can stare at me. Keep staring at me. Pussy.
I don't blame him, though. You are quite handsome.
This guy, okay, we're not. It's not that time.
It's late. I thought it was that. Yeah, because it's late, man. Obviously, over there I know it's daytime, but here it's late. So I just
I hear it. It's demon hours.
Yeah, come on, man.
Now, Abs, what are you saying, bro? Do you share the similar views to Liban? Would you have taken that? Start the season, or is there the word context? We like to use that word. That's a buzzword now in YouTube, man. What are you saying?
Would I have taken that from last season? Finishing 15th and losing the Europa League final, that's a pretty low point to start at.
Yeah, it is.
I think what you're doing in the next season, if it is anything like that, is obviously we wouldn't be in a job if it was anything like that. But it was still, we can't forget what we've seen this season. We can't forget the Grimsby game. We can't forget that Brentford game. There have been some absolutely unacceptable moments this season. And I don't want to continue sound like I am that negative person, but you mentioned standards, and something that came to mind recently is what Liban said after the Europa League final, of having to adjust the standards of being a Manchester United fan. It's a split road. You can either take that road where you say we're going to adjust it for the situation that we're in, or we're going to accept that we're not Manchester United, so we're going to accept things that we maybe usually wouldn't accept. Me personally, I'm not of that belief. I think Manchester United should at all times have the ambition and aim to be the best. And I don't think whether or not that it actually happens or not is a different case, because there's so many things that have to happen for United to try and be the team that it should be. But I don't think it is incorrect for a fan to continue to have high standards about Manchester United as well. So in the same way where I say I understand if people want to adjust their standards, I think the same should be said about those who want to keep the standards high, like myself.
The thing is, though, like, it's one of them ones where, like, standards, you got Standards FC versus, I would say, people who have maybe got, like, realistic expectations. When you look at it, for me, though, I'm not going to lie to you, there's a lot of individual brilliance carried us this season. But then again, we bought the players to provide that individual brilliance in it. Like, you can't just say, we wanted Mbeumo. We did, we chased him for how long? The problem is, though, it's like, I feel like last season has done a lot of damage to our fan base here. That, now every point, if we don't get beat, I think everything will be a positive. unless we do something like we were 2-0 down and then we claw it back to 2-2. That's when I then feel, you know what, maybe they might say, looking at the context of where we were to now, that's damaging for the United fan base. But at the same time, we know what our aim is. It's going to be top 4. It's going to be up and down. That's what it's going to be all season. You know what I mean? The manager is going to make mistakes. I'm very, very critical of the manager. I think Abs, you are as well. You know what I mean? I'm sure in each of our ways we are, but it's difficult, man, you know, Mandem, because it's like everyone in the league, it's not great, man. Like, genuinely, when I look at the league, man, it's the league's poor, man. Someone put a comp today of October.
I seen you quote Twitter. Yeah, I seen you quote Twitter.
Brother, is that what we're doing, man? I said, yo, Premier League might be done out here, you know, because the quality of the league, I don't think is that great. Hence why maybe we might not have to be as mad, Hussein, as when we drop points. Because look at the weekend, it didn't really do that much significant damage because everyone else was dropping points. It's going to be like that all year.
No, I agree. I think going into the season, you said 5 wins, I think 3 draws, 3 losses.
Yeah.
I probably would have been okay with it, but still, I would have liked to see a little bit more. I'm not going to lie to you. Then everything changes, I think, after Brentford. Then you have to manage your expectations and say, listen, whatever happens now, you're gonna look at it a bit differently, naturally. Having said that, how we've performed after Brentford has been really good. I think it's been really positive. There's been a lot of positive takeaway from it. But also, Abs, this is what I would say as well. We faced Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs. 3 of those have been away, 2 have been at home. Our home form has really improved. I don't think anyone can say otherwise. Our home form, making Old Trafford a fortress, has really improved. And we've gotten a lot of tough fixtures out of the way. So hopefully now, you see the run of fixtures. Hopefully now, after the last international break, we came back and we put our foot on the pedal a little bit. We said, all right, now this is where our season really starts. Hopefully we have a similar little boost after this international break, going into an easier set of fixtures, and it gets better from there. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
Do you think we performed well after the Brentford game? Performed well?
At times, I think yes. At times, I think we performed well. At other times, I think we haven't.
Isn't really what when we look at performances. We like, for me, and my main issue is like, we look at performances. Have United played like the A team in any game this season?
Whether they do or
Brighton,
don't, though, I don't think
Brighton,
they have 100%.
And I was impressed. I think me and Liban were watching the game together. I think we were both impressed. There were some really good moments there.
But playing like an A team can get you beat. You go to Anfield and
that's football. I'm just saying that, and when I say play, like for example, playing at Anfield, you're not going to play like the A team.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about that in general. The games that we have played, more often than not,
Sunderland,
even when we've got results. Sunderland, bro, we were playing long ball, bro. We were playing long ball, bro.
We're at home. We took the game
playing like the A team. When I say play like the A team, I'm like, have we controlled the game of football in 90 minutes under Amorim?
No, I don't think our control is as good as it should be. I'm with you on that. I think at times we do play it long, but at this moment in time,
so that's why I asked you, what does good performance mean to you? That's what.
Okay.
No, I agree. That's why I agree. The only thing you said about the context, the teams we played away from home, we've gotten over a lot of boundaries and we've got results. And I even agree with what Saeed was saying. The league is poor. This team, the way it's playing, even if it's not playing like an A team, could sneak a top 4. It could happen based on results and based on the fact that in Premier League games right now, it's like a boxer. We're hitting with a jab, but we're getting hit as well. And we're staying in the fight. It's a slugfest. Most of our matches right now are like slugfest. The question I'm asking you is that acceptable?
I think that where I'll be critical is our first half performances have been good. Our second half, we've really slacked off.
Bro.
But having said that, you say it's a slugfest and you say it's getting hit and blah, blah, blah. As much as we don't control games, we also don't open it up for the opposition to absolutely just dunk on us. We might lose control for a nice little...
We're in between.
It's not Ten Hag, exactly.
Yeah, because there are still moments when we see teams play through us way too easily.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Agreed, but we're not conceding as many chances as I've seen us historically, whether it be under Amorim and early or under Ten Hag. Right now, it's not like... I'm not seeing that kind of slugfest. It's kind of like we're not creating maybe as much as we should, but then definitely not. And then maybe it's like a 5 minute or 10 minutes against Spurs lost us the game. 10 minutes didn't get us a win. Same thing as Nottingham Forest. We're seeing patterns. We know, at least now we identify where we're going wrong.
You mentioned early Amorim phase and how it would be easy to play against. That was unacceptable mainly because we were playing 5 at the back. Like, how could you play 5 at the back and then also be easy to play against and also concede huge chances? Now that we are not conceding huge chances, we're still playing 5 at the back. So it's like I'm happier that it's improved, but we're still a team that plays 5 at the back. That also, by the way, something that we haven't mentioned so far, and not since the Europa League final loss podcast, is we were mentioning about the way that he wants to build up play. All that's out the window, by the way, now. Which is something I didn't expect from him, if I'm being honest. I didn't expect him to, and you can
survival.
Respect that,
Is it survival though?
Yeah,
survival.
I can respect that. For you, me to keep my job, if I have to change things to adapt to survive and get results, I can understand that for you to keep your job. But if we're talking about the tenure of a manager, and you guys want me to forget last season, consider this phase 1, and this is him really kicking on, and we don't see he's abandoned his build-up principles, is that not a red flag for you?
It just depends on what we're looking for, isn't it? Is it results-based analysis? You know what I mean? I think right now, it's about getting the results, especially before the AFCON. For me, United have got to get a cushion before the AFCON, because once Ahmad and Mbumo go, I don't know what we're going to do. So I think right now, he's doing what I think he believes right now suits the team, is to get the ball and be direct. Sometimes I don't understand it because you've not got Sesko up front. So therefore the ball, I don't know where he was going against Tottenham. But I think it's get the ball, win the duels, 50-50s, and let's play through that. Because we can't play through the midfield. We don't do that. Casemiro and Bruno, we're not doing that at all. The wing backs, I don't think they're good enough, if I'm being honest with you, especially the left side. I think it's not suitable to build out from the back. De Ligt's not really comfortable on the ball. I'm sure maybe more so. But again, that's the best route for Man United right now.
To get results, I completely agree. Yeah.
It's when we don't get the results. That's when it will be like, brother, we wasted our time here. And that's what it felt like.
But that's why I feel like when these results were happening, the Liverpool result, all this kind of stuff.
We were winning. We were winning.
We were like, and there's no problem being satisfied about that. But at the same time, noticing and seeing these are so many games that have happened now where we continue to be the team that cedes control and possession to the opposition. And that's why the question I'm asking Hussein, Liban especially, is that acceptable for you guys? Is that an issue? Are you saying this will evolve? I'm trying to hear from you guys on what your perspective is on the situation. Because for me to see him recede and go back in some of his principles should be an even bigger red flag for you guys.
I don't think, sorry, Liban, before you get involved as well, I don't think I don't see it as a negative. The way I see it is, I couldn't play my style up until, when did we see this change? We saw this change as soon as Lamens came in. Since Lamens has come in, we've started to go long. We've started to do those second balls. And we're unbeaten since Lamens has come in.
Oh, no, I'm buying there. We're going long.
But they weren't, not like this. Not like this. Not
to the accuracy. Not to the accuracy.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing better.
And I don't think, not even to the frequency. Sometimes we'd go short, sometimes we'd go long. Now it's almost like we try to go long, and we've almost abandoned that like you said, that centre back going into midfield. If anything, I know you said we're still doing that 5 at the back. If anything, I've seen us play 4-4-2 more than anything in game. I know we start with maybe 3
possession.
Possession. Yeah, I've seen that. I've visually seen that a lot more than I have before Lamens came in. So this is an evolution for me from when Lamens has come into now, and I don't think you can criticize it because we've gone unbeaten with it. So, I mean, you can criticize aspects of it, of course. Yeah, you can criticize aspects of it, but overall, I still think it's a positive, and I still think we're going to evolve. I think, like I said, the next evolution will come in at left wing back and centre mid. I think we're going to play a completely different way, or maybe we'll make 1 or 2 adjustments that will take us hopefully a bit further up. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it.
And before and something I want to just address Liban with as well. This is what I was talking about, the person I need to speak to. You were speaking about the people who came onto their platforms and said that Amorim, it was at the fault of Amorim, is bullshit because you assumed we were just talking about the substitutions towards the end of the game. The reason why Amorim cost us 3 points at Tottenham Hotspur, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, wasn't just because of those horrible substitutions, which was poor in-game management, but I'm the same person that was giving him credit for in-game management just the previous United quad. That was naive. For sure it was naive. But it's not something I expect to see every single game week. The criticism of him is the same criticism that's been consistent throughout the season, which is that we continue to be a team that, like Tottenham, have genuinely, that's the worst attack we played against this season. And we played against Sunderland. And we played against some promoted teams. Tottenham Hotspur's attack was so bad. The fact that we defended like that against them, allowed them to have chances and have momentum and control in games, is the main criticism at Amorim's doorstep. Not the substitution played a part in it, but that isn't the reason why. So to say that is bullshit is naive. It's for you to assume that it's just about the substitutions. You mentioned even later on, after you said that, you mentioned the fact that if you're talking about the performances, then yeah, I get it. So then it's not bullshit, because clearly what was being spoken about is the fact that these performances are unacceptable, and playing like the B team against Tottenham Hotspur, even if it's away, is not good enough. And the standards of Man United fans, in my opinion, should be higher than that.
Can I speak now? Is that my time to speak now? Yeah.
Aye, man, just cooked you with
okay.
a question inside as well.
No, you know what it is, bro. I just feel like a lot of people haven't forgiven Amorim for last season, and I can feel that, and I can feel that. But bro, at the end of the day, it's happened. We're in a new season. I feel like you gotta get over what happened last season and judge it for what's happening this season. I just feel like the energy.
Last season is
no, hold on. Let me talk. Let me speak. Let me land, and then you can say what you need to say. I let you land. I didn't even interrupt you. 1 point. Yeah. So let me land, and then you can say what you want to say. Last season, I feel like a lot of people haven't forgiven Amorim for what happened last season, and they bring that energy, and they're bringing that energy and that disappointment and that anger into this season. I feel like people are ignoring the fact that this team is in transition. Whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not, we are in transition. Yeah, meaning that results, we're not going to win every single game. That's a fact. We might not perform well every single game. That's a fact. But we need to judge him based on, I feel like, consistency as well as results. We need to see consistency in performances. We need to also see consistency in results. And we need to also see trajectory. Right? So when we're judging him on that at the beginning of the season, we didn't see that, which is why everybody was upset. Everybody was angry. Obviously, the Grimsby result being ridiculous, and everybody was upset, right? A lot of people call it for heads, and rightly so. I didn't get onto anyone for doing that, because I understood the frustration. Some things are just unacceptable. I said at the start of the season, I remember having a phone call with Saeed, like a private conversation. We both agreed 10 games was a fair assessment of Ruben Amorim, right? Yeah. Sometimes when things happen, okay, things that happen, you know, in the course of that, like Grimsby, for example, things change. And we decided, you know what, this is unacceptable. I'm slashing the time that I've given him because I don't think this is acceptable, and I don't see how things change. Fortunately for Amorim, things have improved. We have seen a trajectory. Abs, you've said in multiple times when you were criticizing Amorim during that bad period, you said you wanted to see him make tweaks. You wanted to see him make changes. He did that. Yes or no? He did that, right?
He made tweaks.
He needed tweaks. We
Not
all
only did he make those tweaks,
he,
I commended those tweaks as well.
Yes, but this is the point I'm trying to say to you. You said that, and he's done that. We all agreed that he needed a better goalkeeper. Yeah, our goalkeeper was one of the biggest problems in this team. We needed a different. He got Lemens in, right? Lemens, and I know you guys just touched on it as well. His quality in terms of putting the ball long is way better than what we had previously. So it's not a coincidence that we are playing better with Lemens. Yeah, coupled with the fact that his confidence and also shot stopping it's just been a lot better than what we already had. Yeah, so we got the goalkeeper that everybody asked for. Yeah. He's also made the tweaks that everyone asked for. I think every single one of us said, if you don't change, the writing's on the wall. I remember Hussein saying it. I remember Ab saying it on his street. I remember Saeed. Every single one of us has said that. And he's done that. I just don't understand. Like, when results like Tottenham happen, I can sense when the energy and the frustration is being overly directed to the manager. Because I did say the manager should be criticized for his in-game management, fact. But are we just going to completely ignore? Are we going to ignore the intensity of the players? Are we going to ignore the urgency from the players? Are we going to ignore the fact that our substitutes made no impact? If anything, our substitutes almost cost us the game. Are we going to ignore this? I saw Cunha. Odegaard had the ball on the left. I saw Cunha, who... By the way, Cunha, for me, I'm not going to take credit for what he's done already this season, but in the Brighton game, in the Liverpool game, I saw him working his socks off. In the Tottenham game, when Odegaard was on the ball and around the edge of the box, he's walking. He's walking, bro. I'm a big fan of Cunha, but I have to call it out when I see bullshit, and that's bullshit to me. So if you're going to, and this is my thing, if you're going to criticize the manager, fine, but be fair where you're directing that energy, because a lot of players on that day should take responsibility. There's no reason why we shouldn't have seen out that game. That when we was 1-0 up, we were leading for 52 minutes. There's no reason. That's a poor Spurs side. that is you saw how they performed against Chelsea. You saw how they performed all season. There is no reason why the players on the pitch, why the substitutes cannot see out that game. Sesko comes on, scuffs 2 chances, and it leaves us with 10 men. That's Amorim.
Before Abs comes in though, is there a pattern though emerging? United top of the table in the first half, second half 18th. I think we might be even bottom. I don't know if it's 18th or bottom, but we are like way below. So I hear you. I think there's a partial blame on the manager. I think there should be a blame on even Ugarte coming on the pitch.
But you see,
tracking back, and, you know.
Saeed, you see that thing about obviously second half we drop up. The reason why we drop off in the second half is because of the quality on our bench. Let's keep it real. We don't have much quality on our bench.
You know what that is though?
That translates in the second half. Yeah.
Shall I give you a theory though? I looked at the bench here. It's made for a 3-4-3, man. Them. Well, I'll be honest with you. There's about 50 defenders. There's about 50 fullbacks. And well, I'll be serious, you guys. Go and look at the bench. It's true. It's like, you know, you got a toolbox here. I've got everything. If you need any toolbox, you come to my house. I've got everything for you because I'm ready for all scenarios. Brother, Joshua Zirkzee didn't come on, I don't think Mainoo would have came on in that period. But I do believe that the 2 fullbacks were changed, or one of them was changed. Centre back will always change, and the one centre midfielder will always change. So I believe, like, even though I do think the quality of the bench is horrible, but I've got this theory that this manager is so insistent on changing that part of the defense first rather than what's up front. Because he said it against He said that I can't change Cunha for Zirkzee because it's like for like. Well, hold on a minute. You could easily go to a 4-4-2 and then play Cunha and Zirkzee up front.
Even without going to a 4-4-2, what do you mean replacing Cunha and Zirkzee brother, they're different profiles because every time we've seen Cunha play number 9, and this links to what you're talking about, him, his not running and his effort. How about every time we've watched Cunha playing the 10? When he drops all the way in front of centre-half to come and get the ball. Every single time we've seen a 9 performance. Playing a number 9 under Amorim is adab. It's a punishment.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's a punishment for a player to play number 9. But let me just start from what was it? You mentioned that some of us haven't forgiven Amorim for what we did last season. You mentioned that as if it's wrong. We shouldn't forgive that. That is something that should be held above a manager's head because it's the data that he has given us up to this point. What are we supposed to judge it on? Future ideas and past ideas and realities that don't exist. We base it on what we have seen with our eyes, which is last season. That's number 1. You said we have seen consistency, brother. Have you seen consistency in performance from Manchester United this season? If that's you said we are supposed to judge him by consistency.
I never said we said consistency.
Brother, I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me.
But did I say that though? No, but you're misquoting me. But you're misquoting me. But you're misquoting.
Tell me your actual words afterwards. Tell me your actual words afterwards. Okay, cool. If I'm misquoting, correct me after I'm done. But you said, have you seen what you need to judge him by? Is seeing consistency in results, consistency in performance. The tweaks that we've seen, like I mentioned to you, the tweaks were commended. Seeing Luke Shaw step into midfield, stepping out of the back 5 and sitting next to Casemiro as Bruno joins the press. Speaking of the press, I saw a really good press in that first half. And maybe this is an issue why they are getting fatigued in the second half. You mentioned the lack of quality. Saeed is spot on. Is exactly what I was going to say. This bench is not made to come and impact the game. The attacking players that came onto the pitch, to be fair to Mason Mount, he did impact the game. Mason Mount came on and put a ball in Sesko for him to create to have a shot on goal. So you tell him, bro, going back to what I said about playing number 9, Zirkzee is the only profile that we have currently at the club. Sesko is a developing profile, and we are going to see him improve. And this is not me getting on Sesko's back at all. I'm saying that if we have a number 9 on the bench in Zirkzee, who, if the ball is going long, has the ability to consistently trap it and bring people into play, playing number 9 in the system is so isolating because those 2 10s are doing overtime. They're going so far deep to go and collect the ball because Bruno and Casemiro can't find number 10s. Your double 6 supposed to find your double 10. If that isn't happening, they drop and the 9 is by himself. I don't want to overcome. I don't want to talk too much about tactics because last time I did that, Hussein tried and ripped me. It's mad. But anyway, you also said that you and Saeed had this conversation, decided 10 Premier League games. I'm going to give him time to judge. Saeed, I want to ask you, how do you feel after 10 Premier League games?
like he kind of messed up with the Grimsby, innit? That's where it kind of went for me. But I did say 10 games. But
Overall, over the whole 10 Premier League games, what are you feeling like at game week 10? Now we're here. We're game week 11. But
I mean, listen, results wise, I think for me there's a bit of improvement. It's not denying. We can't deny what we're seeing right now. But I still think for me, I'm not being. I don't know. I don't think this is the true form of Man United, the true form of Ruben Amorim. I think we are doing a lot of results-based analysis, which is brilliant. But I think behind it, I still think there are major problems in this United team. It's just whether we dissect them as much. You know what I mean? Like we kind of look at it and be like, oh man, this is a problem. We know what we are. You know what I mean? We are we know where. It's like when you have an addiction. You know what I mean, right? We know what the addiction is, right? How can we now find solutions? Because we know what happened last season. We know that we're not going to have this build-up. We know we're not going to play pretty football. It's just now whether, for me, the players that are up front, can they keep going on doing this? Can Mbumo carry this on? Now what I'm seeing is Cunha, he's not getting his GA. Then we're going to Garnacho and finding out he's getting his GA. But then really and truly, we should take Garnacho over Cunha, man. No. We went past that, didn't we? So my thing is, when the goals dry up front, I'm like, oi.
No, but the goals will dry up. It will dry up if they aren't consistently coached to create repeatable goals. Like some of the goals we've scored have been unbelievable. They've been such good football to watch. The likes of Bruno, Ahmad, Cunha, and Buemo linking up. I've said it so many times. It's beautiful to watch sometimes. But if the coaching isn't regularly putting them in positions for them to succeed, there isn't like we are. How can we be surprised when we don't have consistency of results, consistently performing attackers? We're not going to see it if they aren't being coached properly, which is the case right now. But we are going to see these players bail us out. We're going to see Mbumo doing unbelievable stuff. We're going to see it because we know he's a plug-and-play player. He's someone who's shown that he can perform in the Premier League. He's going to do it, come rain or shine. Yes, Hussein.
May I talk?
Yes. Fadal Habib.
Okay, I'm just going to... Okay, I know we want to move on to other subjects and whatnot, but I just want to say on this, right?
A little bit. Give me.
Joshua Zirkzee, I'm just going to say I don't think he's a fan of him at all. I don't think Amorim wants him. I don't think he likes him.
I agree.
And in fairness, when he has come on, he's done nothing, right? If anything, the reason it was kind of squeaky bum time against Brighton was because Zirkzee lost his mark at the corner and they score and then they get another one for a free kick. But regardless, right? Regardless. I haven't been impressed with Joshua Zirkzee. I'm not going to lie to you. This season, I backed him last season. I said he needs a bit of time. This season, he's looked way off. He's looked sluggish, whatever, the intensity. We talk about we don't create chances or, he doesn't create chances for strikers. Firstly, a guy called Victor Gyökeres would like to say something about that. Secondly, Sesko came on and he had 2 chances.
Well, sorry, no. Expand. What's that Gyökeres point? What is it? What is that Gyökeres point? What do you mean by that?
So we're going to act like Gyökeres didn't get chances under Amorim.
You're talking about Sporting Lisbon, bro. I don't give a fuck about Sporting Lisbon. That happened over there.
No
that happened in the league much more.
Okay, so let me give you one from the other.
Sorry, that was just a.
No, it's valid. But
you know what you're doing.
I know you're blinded by something, but it's calm.
You know how to rattle me. That's what I clocked.
Their hearts. It's not their eyes that show be blind. It's their hearts. Anyways,
about the dean here. Okay.
No, but regardless. Sesko had 2 chances, brother. We are creating chances. Sesko had 2 chances and didn't put them away. I'm not blaming Sesko on that, but at the same time, you can't say Amorim doesn't create chances for his strikers and that's a lonely job. The last point I'll say is I think there's been this over-exaggeration of we're relying too much on Mbumo. Yeah, but we bought him to make an impact. We're getting him in the right places and he's making those impacts. Exactly. He's making those impacts that we bought him for. So we're not acting as if the guy took on 11 players and scored by himself. He got in a nice position against Spurs. We put the ball in. We worked the ball nicely. We put the ball in for him and he scored. I don't think...
How many times did we work the ball nicely in that game, Hussein?
Okay, I hear that point and I'm not saying this is the
final...
What do
you mean
point.
I hear that?
Okay.
But that's...
Mbumo, I just told you. Mbumo had a chance that he scored, and I told you, bro. Sesko had 2 chances, and we couldn't convert them.
I think he had 1 chance. The second one was...
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm with Hussein, and I'll be real. I don't think even me and Hussein we're not Amorim's biggest advocates, bro. But I just think we have to be fair. We have to be fair, bro. I look at you. We mentioned obviously there's a pattern of us falling off in the second half. I think a big reason for that is because of the quality we have on the bench.
100%.
We can see clearly he doesn't trust Xerxes. He doesn't even trust Ugarte, who he's worked with previously. There's even reports come out where he stuck it on him in front of the entire team, after the Europa League final. He doesn't trust half of those players on the bench. But when we're talking about data, and I'd love to keep referring to the word data, the data is he's brought in 4 players this summer, and one way or another, every single one of those signings have made an impact. Right? There's been an improvement in the team. There's been an improvement in performances. We've had results. So what's not to suggest that maybe he's trying to buy himself some time to get to the January transfer market and maybe address, or even whether it's the summer or January, doesn't matter. There's data suggested that if we get better players, especially in the midfield, maybe on the bench, that things can improve. He's shown it with Embremo. He's shown it with Cunha. He's shown it with Sesko. He's shown it with Lamens. So that's why I say we need to be fair in the assessment. We need to accept that we're not going to win every game. We are not going to perform well every single. This is a fact, though. He's there sitting like that, like we need to be winning games.
Who
Like it's
has
2008.
ever suggested?
Hold on.
Who has ever suggested we need to win every game?
No,
No one's ever said that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that that's what you're saying. But I'm saying the way you're directing your energy at this manager is like you are looking for any given reason to hound him. That's where that's how it comes across. That's how it comes across, bro. So my thing is this: I'm not like I was angry after Grimsby. I was angry after City game. I was angry after Brentford. Those are the type of moments where I feel like everyone has a right to be angry and directing everything at the manager. But when we're drawing 2-2 against Tottenham, I understand the frustration. But if you actually look at the game, you can't blame a man. You can't really put all the energy onto the manager when Sesko's coming on and stuffing 2 chances. You know, leaving us with 10 men. That's what I'm saying to you. So I'm saying. I would.
It's bigger
the energy.
Picture, Lee. That's what I need you to understand.
But no,
bigger picture, bro.
But the bigger picture, also given the fact we don't have quality on the bench, he doesn't trust a lot of the players on the bench. But maybe if we get better players, maybe things improve.
And there's a reason why I was nodding my head when you were saying that. There's a reason why I was nodding my head when you were saying that, because that is something I've even said as well. I've even did a TikTok about it where I said these 4 players could come and improve Manchester United. There isn't a doubt about that.
Not in January. In January, we'll link with Conor Gallagher.
It won't come. It won't. Yeah, that's scary. But I'm saying that we need to improve that midfield. We need to add another centre half. We need to add a wing back. The point I'm making, it comes back down to standards, is whether or not you believe this giving this manager all these tools will lead to success. And that's where the standards come back.
But we don't. But we don't know.
Let me tell you what. But this is the conversation. I feel like it's deja vu. You have to have some kind, like you look at and again, I mentioned the data again. You look at what you've seen so far. You look at how the team has developed. You look at the fact that he's abandoned his build-up principles. He's going to be a more Route 1 team. Is he doing that to save time? Okay, let's say when he does get these players, we're not going to see much different other than the plug and play. Similar to Embuemo, how we take out Garnacho and you put an Embuemo in there, and things do improve, no doubt. But if you gave these players and these tools to a manager that could actually coach consistent performances, then United could be in bigger conversations. And this is where it comes to standards.
You're saying we're limited.
We're limited. I'm saying, is it good enough to say we are better, or is that just enough? Is it good enough to say we are better than 15th? And let's say we finish in the top 4. Let's say we finish 5th next year. By this manager and what he has shown so far in the way that he wants to approach football games, because we have not seen a team win with a back 5 since 2017. That's the reality of the situation. We have not seen a team win the Premier League since Conte with this system. We played a similar kind of system, but they actually played football. And they were trying to dominate teams and actually control affairs in games of football. You will not be in title races. You will not consistently be a top 4 team. The only reason why me and Saeed are both saying this could be a team that finishes in the top 4 is because we both are in agreement that the level of this league is poor. Like, it's a very poor league.
Abs. My thing is, I understand what your problem, like what you're basically saying in terms of you don't believe, perspective on the manager and what the ceiling is and how far his football can go. And that's your judgment, and you're fair to say that. You're well within your right to say that. But I think you're looking so far ahead that you're using that against the manager whenever these performances come about. So what I mean by that is you're seeing the bigger picture for yourself, and using that to then because you're basically what it is, you're foreseeing what's going to happen, and then you're using that energy and then trying to basically direct it game by game towards the manager. Whereas I'm
because
like, hold on
every
a second.
game it proves itself.
No, but my thing is this,
In my opinion,
Abs, but Abs, I'm saying you got to judge it based on whether it's blocks of 5, whether it is game by game. I think you got to really look at the situation at hand rather than trying to direct energy towards them because you see something in your mind for next season or end of the season or in 2 years' time. And I feel like
But the
I
ambition of
what
Man
the man
United
is trying to
fan-
say is save your
but
energy.
I'm saying,
save your energy, bro.
Saeed,
It's not the time. It's not the time for that.
But so what reminds me of this is actually a video of you, Saeed, where you said, "Don't tell me how to support my football club. Don't tell me how I should believe. You're at home on your phone. I don't care where you are. Don't tell me how I should be." And what that really is you saying. But you was that was you saying.
You know that's meant. You know, as you say that, yeah, that was after we were supposedly on a good run, yeah, and then I saw through Ten Hag that this was a gimmick, yeah. I know this is crazy, by the way. This is deja vu.
You my twin.
You know what I mean? I know he basically, yeah. It's kind of crazy. Abs might be cooking it.
But I'm saying, all I'm saying is that is it incorrect for a Manchester United fan to hold Manchester United to the standard of where Manchester United should be?
But the problem is, though, you know what it is, Abs, though? The problem is that, and I hear you, but the problem is, right, because we're not far off where we need to be, I hear where Hussein and Liban are coming from.
What do you mean we're not far off where we need to be?
In terms of now, the goal is top 5, so there are going to be inconsistencies in Man United. And again, it's going to be up and down.
And this is another thing I need to clarify. I'm not comparing United to Arsenal or City or Liverpool or not so much Liverpool this season, but not comparing it to these guys over the last couple of years because that would be ludicrous. We're not at that level. I even think that you think my standards are even higher than what they actually are. I'm just saying can we control a football game?
Yeah.
In time, I think we will.
In time.
And I see what Abs is thinking because he's saying what we're doing now isn't sustainable. Going into the future, we need to be better. I think we're all in agreement of that. But my thing and Liban's thing is, we said this about a manager last season that he was not going to adapt and he's not going to do this. And with the writings on the wall, then he adapted and suddenly we're 5 games unbeaten and suddenly things look a bit more brighter. So who's not to say that in a few months' time, maybe when things are getting a bit better for us, that he makes another tweak again and we get even better and we start taking control of it.
This reminds me. Sorry, Saeed, sorry.
No, go for it.
This reminds me of what I say about me and believing in projects. I'm someone who is almost always someone like me and Saeed. We don't agree on Ollie.
Hey, Ollie's been talking a lot of nonsense today as well.
He has, and we need to talk about that. And I hate that we've hijacked this for too long. And forgive me for that. But I just need to see signs. I just need to see signs.
Well, the next 5 games will be. We statistically have the next 5 games are the easiest fixtures in the league.
But signs isn't results, though, Saeed. It's not.
No. I'm just giving you the thingy. Yo, you wanna sort out your little thingy there.
Liban, a jacket just came in.
A jacket is over the step. A jacket is on the strap.
Crazy. It didn't feel that I know it.
Was that
That's what do you call it? Harry Potter.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Harry, chill out, man. It's coming over here somehow.
It took out half of the strap for them. That's mental.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But no, honestly, we got Everton at home. We've got Palace away. We've got Wolves away. I think we've got Bournemouth, and I think we've got West Ham. They are, I think, our next 5 games for Manchester United. So we as much as we're saying it's we're being harsh maybe, but we're not. Like, if you win them couple of games there, you could be up there, bro. You know what I mean? So it's all about perspective. But we will find out in these next 5 games. Wallahi. Yeah. We'll find out if Abs is right or Liban is right and Hussein is right.
100%. I agree. I agree.
We'll find out the results.
Yeah. What's the litmus test? What's the litmus test for you? What is the litmus test?
How many points out of
No, but my problem isn't results. My problem isn't like.
No, but the thing is, though,
we can get results based on individual brilliance.
If we say, for example, we get, I don't know, out of 15 points, we get 12. bro, I don't think we can complain with that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be happy
But-
about the fact that we'll be high in the table. But
I
we're not
know, but
putting the
then
table
guess
team
what though,
in.
Abs? Guess what though? What will happen though is that in these easy games though, we need to still show that we are able to play. on the
These
front
next
foot.
5 games, we are going to have the lion's share of possession. Let's see how it looks.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If you was, by the way, I'm just gonna just another segue onto January transfer window. If you were to sign one player in January, who would it be? For me, I'm gonna go with. So the thing is, we have to be realistic, don't we? We have to be realistic.
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You can say who you want.
We got to be,
Yeah.
because we're not gonna buy 80 million
Let
pounds.
me grab Pedri then. If we don't have to be realistic, can I grab Pedri?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
bro.
I mean, of course, within realistic terms. But I'm saying, like, say the name you want, like, and then you think it's realistic, whether it's January
Well,
or
for me,
summer.
it would be Adam Wharton, but you know what I'm saying? It's not realistic,
Yeah.
is it? You know what I mean? Right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The names I've been hearing now is Adeyemi. I've been hearing Joao Gomes. I don't know if you might know him from
Wolves.
Wolves and Conor Gallagher. They're the names right now that have been listed for Manchester. Yeah, it's true. You know, and Stiller, but then Stiller, I don't think will leave in January. For me personally, I think the rest of them can leave. You know, and one's on relegation, one's playing La Liga, not getting the game time. You know what I mean? So, what you might say, Liba? Give me a realistic one for you.
I think it depends on the funds, though. I think Baleba is still a shout. I still think it's a shout, just because I think he's down in tools. I think he's down in tools. I think he's
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's gone beyond down in tools now. Guys, Wallahi,
Yeah,
I
bro.
tried to play that. I tried to tell myself that. Well, bro, he's getting hooked for Cameroon, bro.
It's crazy.
Have Gisa and them man in the team.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Beyond.
But it's still clear that he wants to. You know, Man United still want him. He's still a target for Man United. I think he wants to join Man United, and I think he showed that in the summer. I think Man United need to test the waters. I think they need to test the waters this January. Just see. They need to lowball. They need to lowball, innit? They need to lowball. They need to test the waters still. But for me, if there's one player I think makes sense, it would be Baleba still. I still would take him still, I can't lie.
Abs, what are you saying?
It's the most realistic out of all of them. Elliot Anderson won't leave in January. Adam Wharton is my dream. He's always been my dream, but I don't think he leaves Palace. I agree with Liban 100%. I think Baleba wants Man United. United want Baleba to deal with that. Fabian Herzl is talking about every week in the press conference. Every single week he's talking about, ever since the United game, I think his head is gone. Brother, you know what I'm saying? He might have to come and join the dark side.
Say, what are you saying?
I think we got a new training ground now. I think our see if Ronaldo's a bit interested. One last run, man.
That's your brethren from Al Nassr, isn't it? Your brethren from Al Nassr.
He needs one, like, come on, man. Him and the Amorim.
Yellow card.
It could be good, man. Nah.
Where's the yellows? Where's the card?
I don't. Yeah, leave
another shot. What happened?
Is that yours? I know it's yours. I know it's your watch.
Well, that's not watch.
Is it your watch?
Saeed Patton.
Well, that's not watch. It's not my watch.
So, Liban's the only one I know that's got a watch like that.
That has that.
Well, it's not my watch. Look,
where's your cast?
It's not my watch. It's not my watch.
Oh, it might be C4. Check on the seat.
Yeah, mental. C4 is crazy.
For me, I'm not. You know what? I'm not even. I think I've gone into January transfer windows in the past and been like, oh, we need this and we need that. Listen, it would be nice to get a player. I'm a bit 50-50 on Baleba. For me, I don't know. I think I agree with Saeed. I don't know if it's him downing tools or he's literally just been, if we dodge the bullet. Because same thing happened with, what's it called? Jared Braithwaite or whatever, where we're like, oh, we need him. We didn't go for him. And we're like, thank God we didn't go for him, because it didn't look good that next season. Abs, I don't know why you're making that face.
No, you're right. You're right about it not looking good. He's a good player. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, but it looked like a good decision in hindsight not to sign him. Yeah. So I think that's the case with Baleba. Elliot Anderson, they're saying apparently he's less than 100 mil. If there is possibility to go out and get him in January, then do it. But in all honesty, bro, I don't think I'd rather, Ineos always say it, walk to a good decision rather than run to a bad one. If possible, running to a good decision, then do it. But if we can't, then, bro, I'm just sign a little Ecuadorian you, sign a little Yugoslavian you. I don't mind, bro. Just get me them in the summer. Do what we did with Diego Leon. I don't mind building for the future. But if we can't instantly improve the team, then there's no point.
I agree, man. I agree. I just hope we don't end up you know, I mean, selling someone like Kobe Mainoo and then bringing in Conor Gallagher, man. I think that would be, for me, like, I don't rate Conor Gallagher one bit. You know what I mean? It's dark. It's dark, man. But that's what we're doing right now because
if this manager somehow sells Kobe Mainoo,
he will though. I think he will.
Now.
I think he wants to go. Now that Gisa, I don't know if you man seen it, but he's out for a while now. He's missing AFCON. And Mainoo was always linked with Napoli, but this is now.
Why are we acting like? And this is something me and Elias were talking about a ball league the other day as well. Why are we acting like Kobe isn't more verified in these games than all the names you man just mentioned?
Brother, this is what I'm saying, man. It's crazy.
Kobe is more verified in the game than everyone that you man just mentioned targeted for. Who played for their country in a European final? Who was man of the match for Man United in the FA Cup final? This is pure quality that we have at home. Homegrown quality that isn't being utilized. But now you man just want me to get mad for no reason. So let me just chill. Wallahi, when I think about Kobe, my head goes, bro. But that is
I love
Lee, I think it's another reason why I go mad at this manager. Low key.
No. You know, for me, that's his biggest. It's his biggest red flag. I can't lie. It's his biggest red flag for sure.
It's crazy, bro. The more I think about it, I think like, we're actually letting go of Mainoo.
Who are these men that we are linked to compared to him, bro?
We were talking about these guys a couple of years ago.
But what dirt have they done in the game that Kobe hasn't been and done? Kobe showed us 6 months in the.
Is it durability? You know what I mean? The fact that maybe they're better in terms of. I know I hate to say it. People assume that Kobe hasn't got legs in midfield, and you know what I mean. Now the game is evolving.
Did we ever mention that was an issue before Amorim? Was it ever seen as an issue before him?
No.
So
we didn't.
This is what rattles my head. We know there is. Brother, give this player to Pep. Give someone like him to Pep. We would look at him and we would look at it in the market and say, let's say he was playing for Hansi Flick in Barcelona. We'll say, oh my God, this you could Kobe Mainoo, by the way, Mandem. We need to drop 70 M's on him.
You know what makes it even worse, Mandem? It's Ugarte. He's been brought on for no reason. Well, you know what it is, yeah?
Do you know what Go on, Saeed.
No, I'm saying Kobe Mainoo, I don't think directly has been an issue. Like in terms of like, we've conceded a goal through Kobe Mainoo. I think maybe the closest one was Brentford, where he gave the ball to someone and then they went on a break and they scored. That's the closest one, but that's even a stretch. Kobe Mainoo is actually, Ugarte is actually a detriment, bro. He's got the legs, and he don't even want to grab man up. You see the goal, he should have grabbed him and take the yellow card.
Yellow card, man.
Or just don't lunge in.
Do you know how I knew Ugarte is robbed? Do you know how I know Ugarte is robbed? Me, Liban, Saeed, Hussein, I don't know. He used to rate Ugarte, so I don't know.
No, I can't. I'm in
cool. But I'm just saying we don't talk about him anymore. Like Lee, we don't even mention my man's name anymore.
We don't mention.
We just know how robbed he is, so we don't even talk about. He doesn't even get airtime no more. That's how bad.
To be fair, by the way, I think Liban, when we signed him, when we initially signed him, I remember I drove you back from the club. You made an appearance on the club, and we said, we just signed this guy to replace Casemiro. Wallahi, he cannot take the ball off the defense and push up. Why are we signing him? Ten Hag, he killed us. Liban, this is where me and you differ, because this Ten Hag guy, wallahi, I can't even talk about him without going mad. Saeed, please lead the conversation in another direction, please.
Yes, I want to see you look like me. I'm saying, let's go.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But you know what it is, though? I think it comes down to the fact that maybe Ugarte might be sold, innit? But then that means we've got to rely on Casemiro. And I can't lie, Casemiro's our best midfielder right now. I know you might don't want to hear it, but Casemiro's our best midfielder.
I'm ready to apologize.
No, but the thing is that you got to be careful, though. This next period now, we play Monday, Thursday. There's going to be games thick and fast. Then we'll find out whether Casemiro is able to sustain this, because he's playing a lot of football. To be fair,
wallahi, I'll be honest, I actually genuinely didn't even think he could do the stuff he's doing right now. Wallahi, bro, ask these men. These men know how I was speaking on Casemiro.
Yeah, it's mad.
I thought it was done. I can't believe that he's even still standing.
Talking about, obviously we talk about academies. Let's do some Mount Rushmore of our best academy. So, Mount Rushmore. Wow. So that is your best four.
Are we saying players who actually went on to play for Man United and do well, or just players who came out of the academy that were like, he could be, except for example, Ravel Morrison coming into the team? I thought this guy is unbelievable.
We'll do that later. We'll give you your four, and then we'll talk about maybe honorary, maybe could have made it. Yeah. So Shall I start? I'll go first.
All right, go on.
Me,
Yeah.
First one is Bobby Charlton. You know what I mean? Went to Hendrick.
Bobby Charlton.
Bobby Charlton.
We're doing that.
Crazy.
I think.
Yeah,
come on, man. He embodies everything that's, you know, he survived the Munich disaster. He's a player who's given so much to the football club. And yeah, man, he's our second highest ever goal scorer behind Wayne Rooney. Come on, bro. Like, what a player. What a player, man. So he's in there. People are gonna laugh at this one, but I'm gonna put Paul Pogba in there.
Oh, come on, man. Be serious.
What?
No, I hear it.
Be serious, man.
I hear it.
serious,
You said that
Be
before.
serious,
Some
man.
big names, bro.
Bro,
Be
listen,
serious,
man. I'm mixing it up, bro. I'm not just gonna give you some.
No, because your criteria could be different. I hear it.
Yeah, my criteria
Okay.
is different, bro. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, this is.
Leave
you
out.
could be-
Leave out. Are you hearing that?
man.
Are you hearing that, Lee?
I'm not hearing it, but I have to hear it.
No, you have to hear it, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you look at the
yeah.
academy, he came in, bro. Like, this midfielder that could do everything, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If you want a box midfielder, you want someone who's super technical. Yeah, he went to Juventus and came back, but real talk, man.
Does it? So that's what I'm saying. I think that's what I was saying about does what they did for Man United matter, or you're just saying someone that came from our academy?
Basically came out of the academy.
Okay,
Yeah, you know what my bad Hussein then. Yeah, my bad. Just came from my academy that I thought.
Man's a World Cup winner. He's a World Cup winner. 100%.
Yeah, World Cup
he's in the
winner. I
cover.
think for me, like, when you look at it right now and you watch Paul Pogba comps of Man United, we're actually crying, bro. We're crying in tears because we're like, you know what, man? Who can do that right now? Who can actually do that right now? That's one. Another one is behind me. You know what I mean? You know, the greatest ever player that I've ever played at Man United. Paul Scholes, you know what I mean? My greatest ever player.
Yeah.
I know everyone says Ronaldo, Rooney, For me, Paul Scholes, for me, best player.
I hear it.
Ever. And then it's Ryan Giggs, man. I think he doesn't get enough credit. I can't lie to you, man. I think Ryan Giggs, most assists, all-time assists. And I think overall just doesn't get the recognition. I don't know what it is. Maybe longevity. Sometimes they say longevity is a bad thing because people then
they make it sound like it affects legacy, Amal.
Exactly. So yeah, man, that's what I've gone with. My thought, bit of mixture of old and new. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's what I'm going for, man. What are you saying, Ben?
Okay. Me, I've kind of got different, bro. I've gone based on what they went on to achieve for the club. So that's my criteria. Because when they talk about Mount Rushmore, I feel like it's not only obviously. I get the thought process behind that. When you started explaining why you picked Paul, I was like, you know what, I kind of hear where you're coming from still. But for me, it's more about what they've done for Manchester United. And for me, very straightforward. I'm going to say two names that you already said, Paul Scholes and Ryan Giggs. I think they are, without question, have to be in there. Yeah. Come on, long servants, what they achieved at the club, you know, and also what they did, not just obviously in their prime, but also what they achieved while they were still academy boys as well. So I think they're like the epitome of what you want to be for anyone that's in the academy right now. And then for me, the third person, David Beckham, I put in there. And David Beckham I had to put in there because, again, it's not only what he done on the pitch as well, but what he went on to become, you know, global sensation. Oh, I can't even get my word out there. Global sensation.
Yeah, he was saying Shensia. I hear it.
I definitely hear that one.
She makes your Mount Rushmore. She's on your Mount Rushmore.
Hey, she makes it for sure. But I just think also like how David Beckham's carried himself throughout his career, you know, what he's gone on to do, not just in football, but not just in football, but outside of football. Now owns a football club. You know, Lionel Messi, the greatest, some argue the greatest footballer of all time, plays for his club. Do you know what I mean? So I think he's kind of set the highest standard in terms of what you can not only just do on the pitch, but also off the pitch. And then my last one, might be a bit controversial, but I'll put Marcus Rashford. I put Marcus in there, man. Wallahi, I put Marcus.
Saeed's going to blow an artery.
I have to put Marcus. I have to put Marcus Rashford just because of his. No, but of course, listen. Hear me out. I know, of course, things ended really badly for Marcus. You know, it left a bad taste for a lot of people. It didn't end the way we wanted it to end at Manchester United, or his journey to continue the way it should have. But if you actually look at his story, how he actually came into the first team, what he went on to achieve at the club, scoring on a debut in the Premier League, scoring on his debut in the Champions League, scoring his debut in the Europa League, scoring on his debut for England. And then, of course, the numbers, what he went on to achieve as a teenager in his early years. I think it's tragic how things ended. But if we're talking about a boy coming out of the academy, being a Manchester boy and doing some of the things that he achieved as on his, as a person, on his own personal accolades, I think it's incredible, bro. And I think he sets the standard. And you see it now, bro. How many young boys do you see now that always talk about Marcus Rashford this, Marcus Rashford that? I want to be like Marcus Rashford. So you can see the influence that he has on these young kids, even today. I think he's a great example for a lot of kids, man, in the academy. So I have to kind of put him there still.
Okay.
I know Saeed's not feeling it, but I hear you.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just, I hear it, bro. You know what to do now. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't carry on that nonsense. But yeah, go on, Abs. Carry on,
Well, no, I think, bro, the United have such a rich history, bro. I think we have to look at that. This is going to be a bit boring, but I think we have to look at the archives of the. I think Paul Pogba and Rashford are honourable mentions. I think I understand your angle with Pogba in terms of he's gone on to achieve. Even David Beckham, I think, is an honourable mention as well, because the glue.
Honourable mention.
Wow. The reason I say that is because
honourable.
Let me tell you why. Because I think he became a global superstar sensation more at Madrid. He was already huge.
Come on, man.
Bro, you're showing your age. Young boy, you're showing your age, man.
You're gonna hear my list. You're gonna hear my list and say I'm 60. Watch, it's long. But hear what I'm saying. I agree. Three names have been mentioned that on my list already. Ryan Giggs, because longevity plus success is the most ridiculous combo I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You can't be going for that long and still winning for that long. It doesn't make sense. Paul Scholes is one of my favorite players to ever kick a football, and has also matched longevity with huge moments and success for Manchester United at Manchester United. Another one that was mentioned as well is Bobby Charlton, bro. I think Bobby Charlton has to be in a list like this. And the only other player that's an old head that has to be in this is George Best. The only player that won a Ballon d'Or at Man United as well.
There's
you see
one more.
What I'm saying? Oh.
Yeah, no, but go on. I'll let you finish.
Yeah. There's one more.
That sounds like a pipe.
Still. Yeah.
That sound like a pipe bomb. This guy said, "Yeah, I know. I was kind of interrupting my promo. How's he starting my whole promo? Walking in the But George Best, from what we hear, what the people are saying, this is one of the greatest players to ever play for Manchester United. I think that Mount Rushmore is the most.
Can I just say though, yeah, mine is for personal though, yeah, like people that I watch. That's why I haven't put George Best and Bobby Charlton, because I'm just talking about players that I've watched that come out.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, so that's just put it out there. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Yeah. Say what you're saying.
If you're doing, all right, there's two ways to look at it. If you're doing like an objective Mount Rushmore for Man United youth academy graduates, obviously I think you're gonna have to say George Best came out of the academy, yeah? Abs, 100%.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna have to say George Best, Bobby Charlton.
United trio, man.
Wait, chill out. No, I just want to make sure, because like Dennis Law, for example, I thought came out of the United academy, but he didn't. We bought him. So for example, George Best, who's the other? Bobby Charlton, Scholes, and Giggs. I think the other person that I would say, just simply because of the legacy he's got at United, obviously an old head as well. It's going to be an older mention, but Duncan Edwards as well.
Huge.
You know, that's the other one. That's when I said there's one more. I'm going to go a bit left though. I'm not going to make a Mount Rushmore because I think it's already been done. I'm just going to say some players that I thought, these guys were going to change my whole life.
This is where it becomes Barra Brothers. This is where it becomes
Fair play. No. Because you see the stories I heard about this striker coming out of the academy. I said, La hawla.
I know what you're going to say.
We've got the best striker for the next 20 years. Left foot, right foot, James Wilson. I said,
James
Wilson.
God. The blonde hair assassin. What do you know about him?
I was watching comps of James Wilson. James Wilson, they were calling him. James Wilson.
I
was watching comps. It was a dark period. That's why I said this guy's going to come out and just get us from somewhere. Another one.
Yeah.
I said he's named after what I thought he was, an angel. Gomez.
Angel Gomez. Hey.
Yeah.
Coming through the obviously I'm happy for
I'm gonna add JJ Gabriel to his list too.
Oh,
If you add JJ Gabriel,
No, he's on my list. How about this? How about that? He's on my list now. I don't know what he's gonna go on to do, but the way they're talking about him, he's in my list. How about that?
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm happy Angel Gomez had a little like a nice little career. Remontada's doing well. I think at Marseille at the moment.
Marseille,
so shout out to him. That video of him at the church is unbelievable, by the way. But regardless, there's a few. I think honorary mention as well to for a guy from Italy but came out of the United Academy as well, Federico Makeda for his debut goal.
Yeah.
That couple of games he had Sunderland. I think he won us a game at Sunderland as well.
Oh
yeah.
What about Anna Yanizai?
That was my next one, Liban.
I think it's the best song ever. I think Yanizai's got the best song ever.
Can you sing it for us?
For an academy player. 100%. I forgot what it was.
No. You don't know it. No. That's my favorite bar. That's my favorite thing.
You can do anything.
That's my favorite thing.
He comes for Belgium. He plays the chorus is like that.
Very good. Now it was dark under Moyes, but I will never forget that Sunderland. I think Sunderland away, where he scored 2 goals. Yeah, and then one of them came on the volley like that, and he just whipped it. What an unbelievable talent! Unbelievable.
What about PK? Does PK count? PK counts, no?
Yes.
PK counts, but come on, man.
PK that's on a Pogba thing. That's on a Pogba thing, Amal. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we had a few, man. We had a few. I mean, Rafael, Fabio De Silva, Possebon. We had a lot, man. Yeah. So shout out.
Rafael Morrison will always be one because he actually grew up near me. Yeah. And what a player, man. What a player he was, man. Something I just don't understand why he never made it at United, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the fact that
Saeed TV, Rafael Morrison back in the day. Well, I just...
Yeah, man. It's one of them ones, man. It's you know.
Nah, but his thing's revoked though, because he's an Arsenal fan. He's revoked.
That's true.
Yeah,
his thing's revoked.
Yeah, he breads them too much. He breads them too much. Did you lot ever have that picture where it's half Paul Scholes' face and then half Tom Cleverley's face?
Mental.
I don't know
Tom Cleverley though.
That was my lock screen. That was my lock screen for a while.
Good servant.
No, that breakthrough season with number 35.
John O'Shea not Megan Figo.
Crazy.
Yeah, John O'Shea not Megan Figo. I mean, he's in there as well.
Yeah,
and that chip as well.
Do you man worry though that we I don't think I can't lie to you. Apart from JJ Gabriel, the academy's looking a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the academy's not.
I think right now it's actually in a good place. From what I don't know too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna act like I'm tired. Who goes and watches these?
Is it in a good place? Because
I've heard there's a lot of promising talent. We've got Harry Amas obviously doing good things.
There's always going to be promising talent though coming out United. But I don't think like I tweeted this actually the other day. The fact that City could just go into their academy and just get Nico O'Reilly to solve their left back issues that they've had for years. It just feels so plug and play coming out of the academy that it feels like they're just churning out players that could literally just come here, you sort out everything.
I think we'll get like that over the next few years.
It would have to develop. I think that's the point you're saying, isn't it?
I think that's why we brought in the right people. I think Jason Wilcock's coming in. I think even the way they talk about it's always like we play a certain system, the players just come through and they just straight away plug and play.
I feel like this mainoo situation, I'm not gonna lie to you, for me personally, this will send, I think, shockwaves in the United Academy if he was to go out on loan. And then maybe be sold. I think this is the litmus test. I think Rashford was, and maybe I'm not looking at it in a deep way because I don't really rate Rashford. So maybe I need to then understand that United sold Rashford. You know, that's crazy.
It's huge, and
huge,
bro, and the moment that he actually is sold, if that is to happen, which looks very very likely. Like what Liban was saying was so spot on. This guy is a role model. He was the poster boy.
Yeah.
He was like, this is what Manchester United is all about in walking. And maybe that's, to be honest, but that could be what ended it for him, to be fair. And that amount of pressure on him every single day to be the perfect role model. But yeah, he's a huge one for the academy, and that's why I completely understand why
it just ended very, very sour. I think that's what's sad about it as well. I think a lot of the youth academy players will probably look at that, where historically maybe we've moved players on like a Nicky Butt or Phil Neville, who are good servants, and you're just like, you know what, now your time's done. With Rashford, we made him this main star, this main guy, and obviously it just didn't work out. And the way it got towards the end, putting out statements and interviews and shit, it was just bad.
Go
on.
Now I was gonna say the best moment from an academy boy though has to be Federico Makeda though.
Yeah, 100%.
Or Rashford PSG.
Oh, Rashford PSG.
I still give it to Makeda,
He didn't take us to a title, because he didn't take us to a title.
Yeah, I can't lie.
That Makeda moment is
Rashford Arsenal as well. I think that's big.
Yeah, that was huge as well.
Yeah, Yeah.
He made a whole
I
career,
can't lie,
bro. He's
the
a cult hero.
academy is actually wow. Like wallahi, like we have to understand how huge that is of a pillar of this club. And it's actually separates us from almost all football clubs. At the
We
top
still
level.
got that record though. He's still carrying on that record.
Yeah, because Amorim made sure Jack Fletcher, he grabbed him by the ear and he said, "Come here, you're gonna get the ball."
Come here, you're coming with us. That is. You have to keep
He said,
that
I'm
record,
making
though.
sure I'm not breaking this record. Bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I don't know if you seen Ollie today. He was like, "Oh, you know, I'm surprised United so McTominay and that." You know, he's talking about the academy being like, you've got to have people that know the football club. Do you think that's a bit overrated though as well? Like, you got to know the football club. Do we care anymore? Do we?
But like, do you remember when Ten Hag said I have to combine the Ajax mentality with the United mentality and all this kind of stuff and find my own identity? It sounded overstated then, but I think a prerequisite of all Manchester United managers has to be the ability to promote youth. It's the building blocks of this club. From Busby Babes to the fact that Sir Alex Ferguson didn't win a trophy for so many years in the beginning, for him to say, I'm looking at the academy. I'm thinking 3 years at a cycle ahead. I'm looking at this young talent to make sure that is what is the future that allows us to build a dynasty. It's one of the tenets of this club and it should never, ever change. We should never, ever lose it. And it's probably another reason why I'm still angry at this guy. But
Yeah, let's see if it changes, man. Because like I said, it's going to be one of them ones where I think in reality, if Kobe gets sold in January, I think that's when it's going to hit a lot of people. Right now, it's all good and well because we're winning games and we're kind of like, you know what I mean? We're smoothing it over because we have a player. It's a particular system as well. Kobe can't play. As much as I want Kobe to play, I also don't want him to go in there and get stinkers. I can't lie to you, man. I'm actually protecting Kobe Mino here because man don't want him to get no stinkers, bro. Because boy, we've hyped up this kid. Because we're fans, innit? You know, we're not doing it because we
and because of what he's done as well.
Yeah, and what he's done.
He's actually matched work as well.
So sometimes when I'm seeing him running over there, running over here, and he's not getting the ball, I'm like, yo, you know what? Just you might as well stay on the bench, bro, because boy, it ain't easy out there, man. You know what I mean? So especially if Bruno's struggling. Bruno's struggling, and you know United are struggling right now. I can't lie to you. He's the perfect kind of maybe embodiment of Man United. But listen, people, we're going to wrap it up there. Big up to everyone who has been watching, listening on the audio platforms. Do give us a like on the video. Also, give us a review or like on the audio platforms. Big up, Mandem. Big up to you, Lee Ban, Hussein, Abs. Episode 4, man. You know what I mean? We are rolling. We are rolling, Mandem. Big up to you.
Nah, but we're on fire right now. We're on fire. We're on fire.
Come on. We're on fire, man. You know what I mean? And maybe, I don't know, man. I might be in London next week, so maybe we might have an in-person shoot. You get me? Just saying, man. So yeah, we'll look out for that one, people, man.
Smack Liban on his head in real life.
Boy.
Yeah,
you
wish.
I will smash your head in, bro. Joke, man.
But listen, make sure you follow everyone's channels. Subscribe to their channels. Lee Bear London, Hussein, C97, and also Abs Square as well. TikTok, all the socials, man. Follow the man them. And what's that?
You didn't say it properly. What was that?
Abs Square is fuck. That's
that's great.
Demon time, man. It's demon time.
I'm gonna roll in it. I was gonna roll, man. I'm like,
yeah.
It's
crazy. Squirts. It's crazy slander.
Squirts is a mental slander.
No, you know what it was? The reason why I don't want to say your name, the reason why I don't want to say your name, is Marcel has said, on my channel that United need a Busquets at centre back. Basically, we need a. It's crazy, guys. He's basically saying United needs someone at the back that can play like Busquets here, and we play through him. It's crazy. That's why I was like, let me, That's Marcel for you, man. So shout out to Marcel, man, on that one there. But listen, people, we are out. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.